Hello, what's happening? Welcome to Five Star Conversations in the Sun City. I am your host, Michelle Entre Hollis, and I am so excited to bring to you an incredible voice in healthcare and insurance. Today we have Paola with Pereyda Financial, and she's going to let us know all about what's going on with healthcare. I am so happy that I got to meet you.
Thank you, Michelle.
And it's all because of your content on Facebook. I was like, oh, they look fun.
We are fun, but we do work hard, but we are also very fun.
That's right. And that's what it's all about, especially when you're helping people, you know? And so what stood out to me about your agency is, and what I would love to hear more of is the health insurance piece that you do. But before we get into that, do you want to give like a little bit of a thorough example or introduction to your agency?
Yes, of course. So my name is Paola, as Michelle introduced me. We've been in business for 7 years now, and we've been helping anyone from birth to whatever age. We help them with ACA, which is like the Affordable Care Act. We also help with Medicare. And we also do life insurance and other stuff that we can introduce you to if you can stop by our office. We do a bunch of different things, but most importantly for you to know that we truly care about our customers. Mm-hmm. We help you find what's best for you, not based on what it's easy to sell, but what we definitely know it's going to benefit you. And I think that is what sets us apart from everyone else.
I love that. I love that because that is so important. And there's so much information out there about health insurance while also not being enough information.
Exactly.
You know, it's kind of a weird thing.
I think health insurance has been very scary for many because there has been misinformation. So people get scared about sharing even their social security number to certain people. So what we try to create is the trust. Mm-hmm. If you already have a healthcare plan, we try and educate them as far as if their plan is good enough or if maybe we can find them a better option. So without lying to people about just our motto is not just to get customers, but to actually genuinely help them.
See, so that's beautiful.
I feel when you do the right thing, then more business comes to you. So we try to always do the right thing.
That's the 5-star way. And as you can see, and I'll take a little tour and insert that here, but this space is beautiful. And, you know, I've had a chance to meet one of your colleagues, Karina,
yes.
Karina, she's so nice. And, you know, it's just, I got a protein shake and a water right when I came in. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't eat enough protein today. This is real. You are real service business. I
Thank you. That. No, we really do care. I think I've chosen every one of our employees, maybe handpicked, if you can say, that's because beautiful. They all have something in common. They care for the people. They have a heart that gives. And we're not about taking from people, but filling up their buckets.
I love that. Oh, it's so good to hear. Now, give us an example, especially for the people watching that, you know, maybe you could give us an example of two things. One being a person that doesn't have insurance. Okay. Should they come talk to you?
Yes, of course. Right now, we can still enroll people. And most importantly, sometimes what people don't understand is that every situation is different.
Okay.
So you might be making $100,000, but you have a family of 5. And everyone in the household wants to apply for insurance, then you might qualify for discounts, which are called subsidies.
Okay.
And that is kind of like a help that they give you to pay for your insurance. And even though you might think that you don't qualify, you should always reach out. We'll be completely honest with you and tell you if you do or if you don't. You can also qualify for private insurance plans that can cover you certain things. Or even, we know a lot of providers here locally that we can guide you to, that they can help you. I know that you have another person that can help them with, if they go to that clinic, they give them certain services.
Oh, yes.
And I'm familiar with that as well. So what we do, as I said earlier, we try to help you and guide you to what's best for you.
Yeah.
Because at the end, we do what we would like and love for people to do for us. And that's our motto again.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. So, okay. So that's somebody who doesn't have insurance because just to give you a little history, when I first moved back here to El Paso in 2019 and then in 2020, I was online, or it was 2020 or 2021?
I think I remember you told me.
Yeah, I was telling you that I happened to be on a Facebook Live. It's crazy. But I was on a Facebook Live with this guy named Tim Story. He's like a big reverend in California.
Okay.
And I've seen his work. It's called The Miracle something. I can't remember. Darn it. It's a great book. But I was really into like personal development, still
Yes.
am, as we talked
Yes.
about earlier, and so are you, of course. But he's out of California. He's a preacher, very Christian, and I was watching him online, and he brought someone up to like talk to, like, you know, on a live
To
stream.
help them with the health insurance.
Yeah, well, to talk to them about
the importance of it, or
no, they weren't even talking about health insurance. That's what's crazy. What they were talking about his millionaire mindset.
Okay.
But it turned out that she was from El Paso. She was in El Paso, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." But then it turned out, because I was like, "Hey, I'm in El Paso too," you know. And it turned out that she sold health insurance.
Okay, awesome.
And she sold Marketplace, and so she ran. You know, I said, "Can you see if I qualify?"
Yeah.
I literally did not, because I had just moved back here, and I didn't have anything. And I was really starting all over, and she checked me and I qualified. And I was like, oh my God. So I bet there's a lot of people that think that they don't make enough to qualify.
Exactly. Yeah, I've seen that too, where people don't think they make enough. But remember, for you to qualify is a projection of your next year's taxes. So let's say this year it didn't go so well for you, but maybe next year you're going to make $20,000 or $15,000, $17,000. Depending on how much are you going to make on the projected year is how we do the estimate for what you're going to qualify for.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of things that people are misinformed and they don't have enough education on it. But that's what we're here for. We try to explain the best we can so that you don't go out without knowing exactly how your insurance works also. I've noticed that there's a lot of agents that just enroll you. They don't explain your plan. So you don't know where to go. You don't know what medications you can use or what. None of that.
Yeah.
So
what the cost is going to be, or how to even find the information.
I've also seen that people get enrolled in free plans. And that's like, oh my God, I got a free plan. Yeah, but do you have a deductible? Do you know where to go? Do you have any providers that are in network? And all those things that are important, we cover them with you so that you understand that you can actually use your insurance. There's no point in having something that you don't know how to use.
Use. And I don't you feel like the biggest value in insurance is the preventive care?
Exactly.
That is a part of it?
Yeah, so honestly, with preventive care, any plan, it will be covered. So that's another thing that most people don't know. If it's preventive, it's going to be covered. That's by law.
Okay.
So any plan will cover it.
I didn't know that either.
But there's a lot of other things that we can guide you. I truly do believe that once people start using their insurance, they understand it and they become experts, that they educate other people. And that's honestly our book of business has been built on referrals. Yes. And I can honestly tell you that our social media is more about fun and being out there for you guys to see us, that we're real people, that we exist, that just like you, we have feelings and we do things to help others.
Yes.
But we honestly, yes, our referral program has been great. People that start using their insurance are the ones that start sending us the clients.
And they're the healthier ones.
Yes.
They're caring about themselves. And like I always say that, I mean, I just started saying this like 3 weeks ago. but now it's always
part of your life now.
Part of my life. Because I love it, because I do believe that healthcare is self-care and mental health is healthcare.
Yes.
And so in a lot of the plans, there's mental, you have therapy services also and things like that. And then, of course, getting your regular labs and stuff like that. That's an important step, wouldn't you say?
And actually, a lot of the plans, if we know that's one of your biggest concerns, then we go and look at the plans that even offer free mental health or a very low cost. So there are plans that have high deductibles, and even though they have high deductibles, your mental health will be at a very low copay.
Okay.
But because we are the experts on that area, then we know which plans are good for you. You just got to share with us some of your basic information and things that concern you. But we try and do the best assessment we can as far as your medications, doctors, what are your concerns when it comes to your health, and that way we can guide you to the right plan. Even pregnancy, sometimes people are like, you know what, I don't care about everything else, but pregnancy is my biggest concern. We have plans that with $3,000, your whole pregnancy is covered and you don't have to worry about anything else. But because you don't know those things, then it's like information that we know that we can share with you, but you need to approach us and ask the correct questions.
That's fantastic. Do you help your enrollment process? Or let's say somebody comes and let's say, because this is the second scenario I was thinking of, let's say that they already have insurance. Why would they think like, hey, maybe I should go talk to Paola Karina over there.
That's also something that we do a lot just because, again, information is not spread out correctly. So maybe they have an agent that's in another state and they want someone in person, then we can help them, guide them. And if we can help you with the same plan that you already have, then perfect. Like I said, again, we will tell you this is a very good plan for you. I would suggest for you to stay there.
Good.
If maybe it's not the best plan for you, then we can make some changes, and we're able to do that. If you come to us, we can help you, even if you already have a plan, or maybe you have a plan through your employer.
Yeah.
And maybe it's good for you, but not for your family. Then we can also make those kind of changes. You can stay with your employer's insurance, and then we could probably get a better plan for your family. So there are a lot of alternatives to the things that we can do.
There's a lot of things that's incredible to consider. Now, I know that, like, just from what I've known of insurance, it's been like one of those things where they say that that you can only enroll in insurance if you have a major life event. Is that still true?
Yes, that is true, but there are a lot of different life events that you can use.
Okay.
So maybe you do qualify for them. Okay. But again, it's always about not limiting yourself to ask the right questions. Okay. Or, you know what, is there a way that I can enroll right now? Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But we could help you, we can guide you. But give us the opportunity and we'll definitely try and help you.
That's fantastic. And then what's so the open enrollment, when just anybody can come and enroll, that's not till later this year, right?
Yes, so November to December 15, it has changed. It used to be a lot more days, but now it's only going to be 45 days.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's good to know. So November 1st to December 15th.
That's going to be the enrollment.
Make sure that you are DMing Pereyda Financial and getting on their calendar because they're going to be busy.
Another thing that we do, shoot us a text. Most people don't like to call. And you know what? We make it easy for you. We make it practical. We're efficient at our jobs. Not to be a little, I guess, show off.
No, that's good. No, we love to hear what people do best.
We are good at what we do. And we make your life easy. I know that some people make it overcomplicated to get insurance. No, what we try to do is make sure you understand what you're getting, be able to use it, and make it where it's not such a hassle for you to have insurance.
Yes, and that's half the battle. I think most people are just afraid to find out or afraid to learn. And so knowing that they have someone like you to come to is an incredible opportunity. So make sure that you take that opportunity, folks, because really, ultimately, your health is also your wealth.
Exactly.
You know, and insurance is an investment. It should be an investment. So if you have a plan, you absolutely should be maximizing it, especially now with all the craziness that's going on in our government. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, of course. And one last thing. Another thing that we do is we don't ask you for any personal information when we give you quotes.
Oh, good.
All we ask you is for your age, family size, income. Okay. And with that information, your zip code, we will know what you qualify for. So you don't have to be afraid that we're going to be like sending you all these messages or bugging you. If you don't want the insurance, it's completely fine. We're not going to force you to get something that you don't want, but at least you get that information and peace of mind. And again, we don't ask for any personal information.
Do you have a resource where, like a list of questions people should ask?
Yes, on our website, we do have a couple of questions that you guys can ask. Our website is just our name, pereydafinancial.com. So you guys can go under. On our Google page, you can also see our reviews, and those are all from actual people, nothing robotic.
You know what's crazy? People have to say that now. I was watching a YouTube video, and I understand because two things, which is weird. One, I was telling you my sister had gotten into an accident, and some guy came up to her. I guess this is big in El Paso. Some guy came up to her and was like, I saw everything. It's not it wasn't your fault. I used this attorney, and they gave her the card, an attorney, and she was like, oh my God, this, she thought it was so great. But then I remembered a friend of mine had someone do the same thing, and it was like one of those like ambulance chaser type of people.
Yeah. Who
like sometimes I don't know if they like get some sort of, they get some, how like the police scanners, and then you can tell them. I think that they're on those, and then if they're in the area, they come out there, and then they get. So this is a public service announcement too at the same time, because I'm like, that's crazy because we went because my sister was telling me all this.
Yes, it's real.
It is real. You've heard of that?
Yeah, actually, there are so many things that you can do now. You can buy followers. You can buy all these things But if you guys go on our website, we have about 2 bad reviews, and all the other ones out of 150, we have 5-star reviews.
And so I mean, they're real.
Exactly,
people.
And I'm okay with the bad reviews also, because that means that there's people who are actually paying attention and looking at us and knowing that we're real people.
That's good, and it's a way to help you. But with these lawyers I was telling you about, I went to their Google, and I'm like, this all sounds like ChatGPT. You know what I mean? I'm like, there's something wrong here.
Yes.
We do live in a world where people can buy all that, like you just said, and they do. Buy followers, buy commenters, buy views, everything. So you can't go, like, numbers don't lie unless it's social media.
Exactly. And even the bad reviews, that just helps you to be better.
It helps you to be better.
Guide you, and maybe something that you didn't do your best, so we can be better. And I'm okay with that. Like you said, building ourselves, doing what's best for us and for others is important. So whatever's bad, take that criticism as something to help you grow.
I love that you say that, because so many times people just, they don't want to, they don't realize abundance is everything. And that means the good, you're getting the good information and feedback, but then you're getting also, it's still good feedback because it's feedback. Any feedback is better than nothing. They could have not even wasted their time to show you, be that mirror to how you could do better. So I love that. And I, just talking to you, like I said, I had the pleasure of, I came across you on Facebook. You're welcome. And I'm so glad that you're in my sphere of my circle of network now, because I want to be able to send people to someone that I feel confident knows what they're talking about. And it's not as common as you think, unfortunately. But we live in a society right now where if you're willing to go the extra mile and learn and do better, like you said, and make adjustments and just do as good as you can and communicate the truth, then you almost can't lose.
Exactly. Going the extra mile, there's no traffic there.
That was a good one. There's no traffic there.
That's Brian Tracy, not me.
Hey, I love me some Brian Tracy, girl. I love me some. Like you said, you read Eat the Frog recently and everything. So I love that you're on that personal development journey. You are the type of healthcare provider and insurance provider. You're the type that we need in the city. So I'm so glad that I met you. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to stay in contact. And folks, if you want to have your insurance reviewed, which you should, I highly, highly recommend that you go ahead and contact Pereyda Financial. Ask for Paola or Karina or whoever.
We also have Blanca and Perla. And like I said, we have the same kind of vibe to help people, and we truly care. It's not just me, but if you listen to any of the girls that work here, we are in the same spirit and the same model. So I truly believe that you would be happy to be helped by us.
That's fantastic. Last thing, second to last thing. What about companies? Do you help companies to offer healthcare to their employees?
We can also do that.
Okay.
There are many different options, but we can work with the different companies depending on the size of the company. Okay. Then we can do estimates for them as well. But that is another option.
Okay, fantastic. Mm-hmm. And then finally, I would love to hear, what is the biggest misconception that you think people today have about health insurance? Especially, I even want to put this caveat, especially since the new administration. What is the thing that you think people are most...
I know that there was some changes about the subsidies and the help that people were receiving, but it wasn't as ridiculous as people thought it was. So there's still a lot of help. It's just that I think the fear of now you don't qualify, now you won't get any help. That fear really entered people's minds, and now some people don't even want to risk to ask if they qualify. But honestly, there's still a lot of help out there, and we help other states also. We do Texas, we do Arizona, we do Florida, we do Kansas, we do I can't think of all the states
Do you
that
do
we
New
do.
Mexico?
We do New Mexico.
Okay,
and New
perfect.
Mexico actually has a lot more help than Texas.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh.
But even Texas, I mean, we have a lot of great health plans. It's just that people are not informed again.
Yeah.
But if you reach out to us, we can guide you and help you, and even how to use your insurance.
Do you think that a lot of people, do you think that specifically maybe El Paso, do you feel like people are underinsured? Like, do you feel like there's a lot of people that probably should have insurance that don't?
Yes, and what I've heard the most is, oh, I'll go to Juarez. And I'm like, well, the ambulance is not going to take you to Juarez. So that's the big... And trust me, I know.
I never thought of that one. See,
so,
wow.
and then you call us when you're already in the emergency. When it's too late, you already crashed the car, you know?
Yeah, okay, good. So, folks, you heard it again. And Paola, she is so inclusive, approachable. You know, find out. Now is the time. Now is the time for us to take our health into our own hands, to be responsible. Honestly, one thing I can say is that when I got insurance, again, I didn't know that I qualified. I just randomly met somebody on Facebook again, too. And I just was curious. But what it did for me was give me the ability to get my labs done. I got insurance on the plan. I did not have to pay anything because of where I was in my life at the time. I was able to get my labs done, blood work, and there's just a peace of mind, especially after maybe you've been not so good to yourself. It's just a peace of mind when you go to a doctor and you just get your preventive care labs done, and they come back and you're like me, low in iron, and that were vitamin D, and they prescribe you some vitamin.
And that is very common. That is very common.
Yeah.
Vitamin D deficiencies in El Paso, even though we're like bright sun out, but it is very common.
You would think not, but it's common. And so just knowing that, it's a different peace of mind. I'm like, okay, so I don't have to worry about like that I'm really, something's going on I don't know about. So now I can focus on building my business more. If I have a little bit of tiredness, I can just say, well, maybe it's because I was doom scrolling all night. Doesn't mean that I'm dying.
Yes, but no, honestly, I'm no doctor, but like you said, vitamin D deficiencies are high in El Paso. And it's actually just taking away your energy. And it's just one little pill that you can take once a week that's going to help you. And most doctors do that,
That's right.
Another thing is we have a lot of self-employed people, and that is great, building businesses. And those are the kind of people that sometimes don't have insurance.
That's right.
And actually, those are mostly the people that do qualify because they go based on their income after expenses, and they qualify. And insurance is one of those things that people wait till they need it, but it should be one of those things that it's good not to need it, but it's good to have it in case you need it. Yes. So it's just like insurance. That's how the rich people live, insurance for everything. And if we start educating our community and start getting insurance on the things that we have, it might cost you a little bit right now, but in the long run, when you don't have insurance, it costs you more. And insurance saves you money.
Saves you money, it saves you time with that preventive care, and it saves you peace of mind. And that
you don't have to be doing enchilada plays or go
right.
You take care of what's important.
If you are going to do it, you do it for your,
I'll buy some and then I'll sell you insurance.
Thank you so much, Paola. How can they find you? What's your best method of contact?
So through text, you can find us through our website, www.pereydafinancial.com. In our location, we're off of Rich Beeman, Montana, 12708 Montana, Suite B11. In far east side, we're easy to find. If you're familiar with Joe Battle, Montana, we're off of Rich Beam, really close by Carnitas Querétaro.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much do you want to